Lakers lost 109 to 105. I don't think the world's going to end. I don't think anybody has to sit here and start saying, what the hell are we doing? What's this organization doing? I will say this. There were a couple of things that happened yesterday that I think are I'm be interested what the Lakers do as far as what their adjustments are going to be moving forward. So 109-105 the final score. Suns over the Lakers. Suns now 3-1. Lakers now 3-1. Listen, if you'd have told me through the first 4 games, Lakers are 3-1, I'm taking it. All good, no problem. I think the thing that was frustrating yesterday, there was a couple of things that were frustrating. First off, you can't have a quarter like the Lakers did in the second quarter. They scored 14 points in the second quarter. They went, they got outscored 25-14. They had a 26-8 lead and lost that lead basically by the time you got to halftime. That lead was gone. I think the Lakers, by the time we got to halftime, I think the Lakers were down a point, if I'm right, maybe down 2 points, something like that. So the point that I'm trying to make is runs happen in the NBA, but how the run happened for the Lakers, I wasn't a fan of. And I'll tell you what I mean by this. By the way, JJ Redick took a lot of the blame for the loss. I got to be honest with you, I kind of agree with him. I think there was some stuff on the coaching side of things, which you ain't going to coach flawless. There's certain things you're going to do that are going to backfire. There's mistakes that you're going to make. That happens. That comes with the territory. But I thought a couple things yesterday that that I thought were interesting. You know why the Lakers, they went up 26-8. Anthony Davis was incredible in that first quarter. He had 16 points. And then 9 minutes into the game, so there's 3 minutes left in the first quarter, Anthony Davis has to go take a break. This is part of when he gets subbed out and he needs to go get a breather, and he goes from there. So that's what happened. Nothing crazy. It was time for him to go get some wind, to go get a breather. Once Anthony Davis left the game, it was like the Lakers basically had no idea what the hell to do. And it just kind of shows more and more the value of what Anthony Davis is to the Lakers. The Lakers had no idea what the hell to do when Anthony Davis subbed out of the game. And that's the part that, I think the Lakers are going to have to figure out. This is going to be a major, major issue for the Lakers as the season progresses. Anthony Davis has been incredible. I mean, through the first 4 games of the season, he was Western Conference Player of the Week. He's been I haven't been watching all the other teams, but he's been probably the best player in the NBA and in the world over the first week. You don't play 4 games to dictate, who's the best player. Obviously, that's determined through 82 games. But Anthony Davis has been incredible through the first couple of games of the season. They had no idea what to do the moment he checked out. All right, Anthony Davis played 36 minutes yesterday. I mean, AD is going to have time where he has rest. He's going to have stretches of 4 or 5 minutes, 6 minutes where during a game, I think the way the Lakers do it right now, it seems like end of the first quarter, the last 3 minutes, AD comes out. First 3 minutes of the second quarter, AD is out. So he kind of plays 9 and 9. That's how they did it in the first half. He ended up playing 36 minutes, so about 12 minutes that he sat. Now, I'm going to read something here for you. This is from JJ Redick, and then I want to play something from JJ Redick on the end of the game. He said, talk about we should never have a 14-point quarter, so that's on me as well. Part of that is me. I got to make sure we're running good offense. I felt like it was a little random. We got stalled out. We talked about a halftime. For us to be a high-level offense, we got to move bodies and we got to move the ball. They got a screen. Okay, he goes on to say other things. I was saying this. I did the post-game show yesterday, obviously here on Hoops Talk, little Lakers post-game show action. That's the first thing that I said. I'm like, look, in the second quarter, and this is the part that was more concerning for me. Bron did not have a good game yesterday. He really struggled from the field. He looked incredibly tired. All right, that's going to happen. He's 39 years old. He's about to turn 40. He's played 3 games in 4 nights. That Bron's not going to look fresh probably, and this is him coming off that triple-double. He's not going to look fresh 3 games out of 4 nights. My problem was Bron was just forcing shots. My problem was JJ Redick wasn't telling the guys, we can't just depend on LeBron here. I need D'Lo to get involved. I need Reeves to get involved. Rui was sitting with Anthony Davis. I didn't like that at all. I think they need Rui as a weapon there during those situations. I don't think you could take both of those guys out. My point is that if the Lakers start playing hero ball when Anthony Davis is on the bench, they're screwed in those minutes that Anthony Davis is out. if LeBron starts deciding, and especially if his shot's not falling, well, I'll just try to take the ball to the basket or I'll just rely on jumpers. Well, if LeBron, like last night, what do you go? 314 from the field, minus 17 in the plus minus. By the way, every other starter was a plus or zero was the worst. Anthony Davis was a plus 14. Rui was a plus 20. Austin Reeves was a plus 12. That's not winning basketball. So one of two things have to happen. Either JJ Redick has to figure out his rotations and come up with a lineup that obviously doesn't just crater when Anthony Davis is out there. That's number one. Or the second thing is they have to, I mean, if you're relying on LeBron James to just take over games in game 4 of the regular season, that's not sustainable, nor do I think it's smart. That's the one thing that I kind of took away from yesterday's game more than anything else. Anthony Davis can't play 48 minutes. So what are you going to do in those minutes when Anthony Davis is not there? That's going to be key. That's going to be important. That's obviously going to be something that everybody talks about. You cannot rely on Anthony Davis for 48 minutes. And if Bron is in there with a crew with 4 other dudes, run an offense. Have something in mind. I think they were using Jackson Hayes. What's Jackson Hayes going to do with LeBron James? Jackson Hayes is he's going to roll to the basket. He's going to get a couple buckets here and there, but they scored 14 points in that second quarter because A, they weren't running an offense, and B, the ball was in LeBron's hands and Anthony Davis was on the bench and they were trying to rely on that. That's not a winning plan, in my opinion. And again, let's as great as we've seen LeBron, and against Sacramento, he had a triple-double, I think 34, 12, and 10, whatever it was. I don't know the numbers, maybe 32, 12, and 10. Whatever the numbers were, that's not going to happen every night. And you cannot depend on that. And if you're going to depend on that, it's going to hurt you. All right, let's take a look at a couple of these comments here. AD, LeBron, Reeves, Rui in that order. Someone needs to tell Bron to swing the ball. Just run an offense. That's why we need a number 2 dude to step up. Yeah, listen, this is in my opinion, it's kind of a good thing when things like this start happening. Somebody's putting here, Dalton Connect, where was he? Yeah, Dalton Connect was, you know what happened yesterday? The Phoenix Suns decided, yeah, we're going to go ahead and not let this guy shoot the ball. We're going to go ahead and guard this guy and just make him drive the ball to the basket, deny him the ball. Connect kind of didn't know what to do. All these are going to be learning experiences for a lot of these players. So I do think that there's a solution to all this. It just wasn't yesterday. All right. LeBron was sick. Okay. All right. Let me play something here. End of the game yesterday. I do like this. JJ Redick kind of put a lot of that game on his shoulders yesterday. A couple things happened at the end of the game yesterday that I thought were interesting decisions. Here's one of them. Lakers were down 3, about 40 seconds left to go, a little bit more than 40 seconds left to go. And usually in that situation, a lot of coaches and a lot of players, a lot of teams, they go 2 for 1. Basically, 2 for 1 means is we're not going to take a 3 right now. There's still plenty of time left in the game. Let's just get a bucket. Let's get 2 points. We'll play the foul game if we need to, or we're going to try to get a stop because there's that much time left. And then we'll try to get the ball back. Either way, there's enough time. There's enough possessions left. We don't have to take a 3 in this situation. That's not what the Lakers did. They drew up a play for Austin Reeves. Now, Reeves had hit 5 threes coming into it. So I don't mind them drawing a play up for Austin Reeves, kind of using LeBron, Anthony Davis a little bit as a decoy. I think all good coaches, that's what they do. They don't just go to their star player at the end of games. They draw up plays for other players as well. But with that in mind, I just didn't understand why you're going for a 3 with 40 seconds left. Why not just try to get the 2, play a little bit of the foul game, or you just go get a stop on the other end? I wasn't a big fan of that.